Hey everybody, welcome back. Today my review is from the house of Guerlain. It is none other than the classic Habit Rouge. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This fragrance has been around since 1965. There are 420,000 reviews of this fragrance already, but what I like to do is always review what I have. I mean, I have not smelled any vintage Habit Rouge. This particular bottle is what its current incarnation looks like. This is the eau de toilette that I'm reviewing as well. There is also an eau de parfum. I believe you can still get a parfum version. I'll put up on screen all the different bottle types that this perfume has been in, and as is Guerlain's want lately, they have put all their masculines in this uniform style bottle, albeit with different color labeling and caps. I quite like the red cap and label of Habit Rouge. It's really nice, but we're all about the fragrance, and this is what we're going to be talking about in the video. I want to start off by saying that it took me a while to get around to actually smelling this. And I say that with the knowledge that I was aware of Habit Rouge's place in perfume history, particularly masculine perfume history. Apart from things like Guerlain Vetiver and Chanel Pour Monsieur and Caron Pour un Homme, one of the earliest masculine fragrances, and this, you know, as Guerlain state, is basically the masculine version of the legendary Shalimar. It is an oriental fragrance. It has what I guess is the famous Guerlain, which I believe, from doing a bit of research, is a combination of bergamot, vanilla, tonka, patchouli. I think that's it. That combination sits here in Habit Rouge. Let's see what it smells like. It is, for those of you who haven't smelled this, it's very likely, even though you've never tried it, you've probably smelled it on someone else. When I smelled this again as an adult, and only recently, in the last couple of years, it immediately reminded me that when I was younger, when I was a young boy, there must have been some adult figure in my family or acquaintance who wore this, because it was just instantly so familiar. And the fact that it's been around since 1965, there's a very good chance that someone was wearing this back then in the late 70s when I was a little kid, even into the early 80s. And because it's been around so long, yes, it can be accused of, maybe to some younger than myself, of smelling a little dated. Perhaps so, but dated, to me, it's kind of timeless. And no, I wouldn't say that younger guys especially would find this an appealing scent, but there is something just so classy and sophisticated about it, and also a little bit adventurous, because you smell this now, and if it wasn't such a familiar scent, you would smell this and keep in mind that it was supposed to be the masculine equivalent of Shalimar. There are some quite traditionally feminine aspects to it. I think I'm just talking about really the oriental aspects, the vanilla, the sweetness in the base. But what you get in the beginning is this citrus opening, bergamot, yes, but I also get a lemon, and it's not even a naturalistic lemon to me. It's, the best way to describe it is a very nice wooden lemon polish kind of thing, because I immediately get visions of polished floorboards here. There is beautiful development from the opening. It gets into this polished wood, almost a lemon tinged varnish. Then it becomes a little bit leathery, but it's almost like a rose leather hybrid. It's like a rosy, soft, plush, supple leather that, you know, just imagine the softest sort of calf skin leather polished with, you know, a rose oil. Then it gets into the sweeter Guerlain base, predominantly for me vanilla. When I'm a big fan of the show Mad Men that ended a few years ago. This show was set in advertising. For those of you who aren't familiar, in the 60s, it basically spans a whole decade of the 60s, and there are several scenes throughout the whole series of the characters being in bars, dimly lit bars, a lot of smoking. Everyone's dressed so well. It's all very classy, and whenever I smell this, I picture those scenes. I just imagine being in that time, in that place, and Habit Rouge is what I would be smelling in the air with cigarette smoke and alcohol. What surprised me the most about this eau de toilette version in the current bottle is its performance. Okay, so even compared to something like Guerlain Heritage, which I have and love, this projects very well. I smell this all through the day. And what I love about this one is that there are different things all day, and it's always pleasant. You know, there is always reminders like ghosts. The opening almost haunts the rest of the scent through its whole development. Even though those top notes may have burnt off, their spirits there in the heart notes and the bass notes as well. And performance is, I find on my skin, quite amazing. The other night when I was taking notes for this review, I sprayed some on my wrist in the evening. I went to bed, and next morning I could still smell it on my wrist, and I guarantee you I'm going to smell this tomorrow morning as well. So it definitely sticks around. Yes, it may have been reformulated and probably not that much the same as the original version, but if you have any doubts about the quality of the current Habit Rouge, I'm here to tell you that this is a quality fragrance and you should give it a try. I'm not here to tell you that this is for everyone, because it's not. In all honesty, I don't think particularly speaking for males, young guys probably are not gonna feel comfortable wearing this. But if you've got enough confidence in yourself, you want something a bit classy, a bit classic with a twist, definitely give Habit Rouge a try. Now, there's an eau de parfum version which was released a lot later, and that has different notes in it. I haven't smelled it, so just be warned that if you are going to try this, or you're going to get a sample, or even blind buy it, I'm reviewing the eau de toilette, and the eau de parfum apparently does smell a little bit different. I think it actually has oud in the note pyramid as well, which doesn't appear here. This is a beautiful citrus oriental. It's just perfectly balanced between sweet and tart, woody, floral. It's all happening here. I'm happy for you guys to have watched this review. I hope you found it informative. Habit Rouge. I will see you all very soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.